Off the coast of southeast Alaska is one of the largest islands in all of the United States, known as Prince of Wales. With nearly 1,000 miles of coastline in the heart of the Tongass rainforest, Prince of Wales offers endless adventure for those willing to explore off the beaten path. In this episode, I joined my longtime fishing buddies Ross and Casey as we set out on a multiple-day adventure. Our goal was to hike in and explore many different rivers in hopes of finding fresh runs of silver salmon. I will now share with you our experience as the adventure begins bushwhacking along some of the most beautiful rivers in all of North America. Well, welcome back to the channel. I'm Kyle with Adventure Chasing, and this week we are headed to Prince of Wales, Alaska. Good morning, welcome back. We are loaded down in the cab and headed to the airport to fly to Prince of Wales. Well, we've just arrived here at Prince of Wales. Our rental truck is loaded down and it's time to hit the road. All right, well, let's go take a look at our place to stay here, right on the water. It's absolutely beautiful. What a beautiful place, right on the shoreline of the Pacific Ocean. And the first river we're gonna fish is just across the bay from us. We're gonna get rigged up and the adventure begins. We'll have a look inside. Casey's getting rigged up over here.
Oh, we're trying the rod checks.
Making sure no rods are broke.
Yeah, TSA's got me twice.
And look at this beautiful fishing cabin here. We have a room off to our left with some bunk beds. A nice view of the ocean right out the window, and this is gonna be perfect. Let's get them. And here we are at our first river of the trip, and look at this beautiful stream. We're gonna hop down and the work begins. We're just gonna cover river miles until we find fish, and then we'll go from there. Look at this beautiful hole. There's a nice waterfall, and we're gonna start hunting, baby. I am so excited right now. Can't explain. This river's beautiful. The rainforest is beautiful. Now if we find a fish or two, that'll just be a bonus. Well, Well, before I get started, let me give you a rundown on my setup here. I'm rocking my centerpin reel, which is a reel designed for float fishing, which is the method that I'm gonna be using here to start off. I have an 8-gram float, then down below my float, I have split shot staggered all the way down my line to sink the bait down into the water column. Then I'm running a 20mm soft bead, and that's what I'm gonna give to him to start. We'll see what happens. Well, so far, we've covered a good section of river. We saw a few pinks splashing around, but no sign of silvers yet. We're gonna hop in the truck, drive to the next river. Well, look at these beautiful waterfalls. Just amazing scenery. We're gonna go try fishing at the base of them, and we'll see what happens. River number 2. Ross is on, baby! Ross is on! Woo! Oh, it's going down through the boulders. He's right over here, guys.
First fish of the trip, baby.
Whoa, what a beauty, too. Whoa!
We're gonna string her up and we're gonna have some dinner.
Dinner tonight.
Let's go.
Fresh silver, baby. All right, well, we just got down to this spot. Ross took a couple casts at the bottom of this fall and hit a beautiful silver. It's a great start. All right, last river of the day. We have about a half hour until dark. Gonna scout out one more spot. This is amazing. There are so many spawning salmon in this stretch, and it looks like there's a mix of sockeye, silvers, and pinks in here yet. And look at this. They are just loaded all out through this gravel. Pretty much this whole river here, the last one of the day, has been very shallow, very gravelly, which is perfect habitat for spawning fish. But we're looking for some deeper holes where some fresh ones are going to be holding up. There's a lake just down from us here. I think we're going to try fishing right at the mouth of this lake before dark. Well, all the way down river, we have found a ton of carcasses that have been chewed up. So there's a lot of bears around here, that's for sure. We could see one at any time. Well, I couldn't get a shot, but we just had a black bear about 200 yards away from us walking down the shoreline. Well, you can see here right in the river, there's a bear, and he's fishing right now. Oh, he just caught one. He just caught one. Oh, he's got it in his mouth. He's carrying it. He's got it in his mouth right now. Oh, he just caught one. Oh, he's got it. Oh, he dropped it, or I'm not sure what happened. I think he dropped it. He got him. Well, you can see he's still right behind me here. And that was so cool to see that bear catch a couple salmon. And that's exactly where we walked through about a half hour ago. And in about 20 minutes here, we're gonna have to hike all the way back up through this river. And there's a good chance there could be quite a few bears out right now. Might be an eerie bushwhack. Well, out of nowhere, the wind just kicked up to about 30 miles an hour and the rain is coming in sideways. Time to start hiking back with the bears. look at this beautiful meat. My goodness. It's time to go in. Kept the seasoning simple. Used a little McCormick's roasted garlic and herb with some sea salt, and that's all it's gonna take. Well, I checked it once. I always like to check the fish just to make sure it's not overcooked. But look at that sizzling. We'll give it a little taste test right off the press here. Oh my gosh. That's unreal. I love that seasoning combo. McCormick's roasted garlic and herb with a little bit of sea salt. It's simple. Throw some butter on there and you're living large. Good thing Ross caught this fish today, because this dinner right here is a treat. We'll go for a homemade French fry, of course.
Down, bro.
And here we go. We got the zoomies, baby. All right, we are packed up, ready to go. Time to go do some fishing. Hey. Whoa. You go, girl. All right, we've arrived at our first river of the day, and this is a pretty well-known river on Prince of Wales. So hopefully we can find a few fish, but it's a beautiful morning, and we're gonna have a great day.
Yes, it will. Don't know what we're getting into here. This is new. This is a new spot. We'll see.
Lacing them up. Well, the plan is I'm gonna hike upstream a ways and scout out this river just like we typically do, and then I'll hop in and start fishing. But this is beautiful. Hiking through a rainforest. Look at this, the Tongass rainforest. First cast of the day, baby. Here we go. And we are underway. First cast, baby. First cast. Oh! Oh my gosh, I just had to fish my first cast of the day. Oh. Guys, there's a mom and a cub bear crossing the river. Right where I'm pointing, there's a mom with 2 cubs right on the side of the river. I was just walking right down there. Here we go, going back for another one. Fish, fish, fish on, guys. It's a big silver. He's trying to get me around a stick out there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I gotta put it to him, baby. I gotta put it to him, baby. On the big bead, baby. Oh my gosh. He's just going crazy. Oh, and he came off. He splashed and came off. That was a huge silver. Oh my gosh, that fish was 12, 15 pounds easily, and he came off. No. I absolutely got tore up in that spot. I lost 5 or 6 beautiful silvers, and a couple of them were pushing around 15 pounds. They were getting me in wood, breaking me off, popping off. That's just how it goes. The hunt continues. Well, you can see all the dead salmon here. There are just thousands and thousands of dead pinks that have already spawned and have been washed up into this log jam. Oh, fuck. I just heard something take off through here. I think it was probably a bear. Hey, bear. Hey, bear. I have taken 2 or 3 swims, crawled through about 8 swamps, and then made it down to the bottom part of the river here where it's meeting the tide water, and there are all kinds of seals chasing these salmon around right here.
Oh, look at that giant seal right there. Wow, that was cool. Fish, fish. There we go. There we go, guys. Fish on. Fish on, baby. Fish on. Oh, he's head shaking, going crazy. Gosh, I think that was my first drift with this bead too. And you can see all the fish jumping around me right now. There are thousands of fish coming up into the river right now. Oh, he's sharking. Whoa, whoa. Oh, look at that. Look at that. A nice big colored up silver too. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is such a beautiful fish on the big gumball bead. And we finally have a beautiful silver on the bank. Yes. I have bushwhacked many miles today and have fished hard, and it feels so good to have one on the bank. A beautiful silver, and we're having fresh salmon for dinner. Here we go. Casey's on one with a spinner. He just went back to the truck and grabbed his spinner rod.
Had enough.
He had enough. Look at how chrome that thing is. Oh my gosh. Dude, that is a beauty. And we're starting to get them figured out.
About time.
We have worked hard, but that fish is going to be delicious. Fish. There we go. Oh, dude, I didn't even... Oh my gosh. It barely hit the water. Oh. Whoa, he's jumping, baby. He's jumping. Well, another beautiful silver late in the day. And oh my gosh, we have a black bear. There's a black bear right across the river here. Oh my gosh, look at him. He's going right up the bank. Yep. God, dude, this fish just, whoa, look at that jump. Jeez. Well, what a great day it turned out to be. Started off slow, we worked hard for it, but we ended up getting them. Have a nice limit of beautiful silvers on a stick, and it's time to hike back. Well, we're dropping this batch of fish off at a commercial processing plant, and we're gonna have these fish vacuum sealed, froze, so they'll be easy to transport and take home. We got these jalapeno and cheddar cheese biscuit buns we're gonna try out here on a monster bacon and egg sandwich. Well, day 3, we are beginning the day on a different river. We actually drove over this river on the first day. We didn't fish it, but today we're gonna go give it a try. We'll see what happens. Well, today our plan is to split up and do a couple different methods to find fish. Ross and Casey, they're hiking way upstream. Yesterday was my day to bushwhack. So today I'm gonna camp it out right down here in this lower river and fish this as the tide water comes in. We actually scouted out this area the other day, and the water at high tide was well over these banks. And in about 2 hours here, that's where the water's gonna be. There's a really nice run off to my left here that's making a pinch point, and I'm gonna use this to hopefully intercept some fresh salmon that will be coming upriver with the tide. We'll see what happens.
First cast of the day. My rod just broke on my first cast of the day.
All right, here we go. Rocking the spinning rod for the rest of the trip. Gonna float a 19-gram Nova float and a big bead. See what happens. What was that? That float just drained right there, and I have not had a bobber down there yet. I did go deeper, but we'll see. Going back. The water's coming up right now. It's came up about, I would say, 2 feet since I started fishing, and I've not had a bite yet, but that was potentially a bite. Well, you can see all up and down this bank, there are salmon that have been feasted on, and there are bear tracks all through here as well. The last high tide was about 10 hours ago, and there are fresh tracks along the gravel here. So these bears have been here within the last few hours. I just heard a big animal walking through the brush just on the other side of this thicket. I'm almost certain there's a bear about to pop out down here.
The platoon of seals is inbound.
He just caught a salmon right here in front of me. He just caught one, dude. Look at him, he's coming right here. Oh my gosh, there's 2 of them. They're circling on a pod right here. What'd you find?
Nothing. One small one, that's it.
One small one.
But not much going on here. A lot of dead fish, a lot of bears. Well, bear tracks.
The hunt continues.
The hunt continues.
Well, we have put on the miles once again here today. We checked out many different rivers and even tried fishing a couple spots, but it just seems like the run is about wrapped up on the majority of these tributaries. So we made a 4th quarter run here, and we are on the same river that we left off on last night, and hopefully we can make it happen again here. We have about 2 hours until dark. We'll see what happens. Well, am I excited. I'm gonna start off in the same hole that I started in yesterday where I got tore up. We're gonna look for some redemption today. All right, here we go, first cast for redemption. I have beef with this hole. First cast, here we go. And I'm snagged. Broke off, first cast, broke off. My pocket was empty today. Yesterday, I hooked some nice fish in there, but today, didn't have a single bite. And that just goes to show you how hit or miss this style of fishing can be. And not only this style of fishing, these kind of trips in general, when you're traveling a long distance and you're depending on water levels, other weather conditions, it can be really a gamble sometimes. So we're gonna keep hunting. I'm gonna go up and find Ross and Casey, and I have a feeling I'll know right where they'll be. Fish on, baby. There we go, guys. Fish on, baby. Way out there. There we go. Oh. He's coming up here. We'll see what we have. We'll see what we have. Oh, nice. It's a big buck, too. These bucks fight so hard on the bead, and we have our first fish of the day. Well, we've been working hard once again here today, and it feels good to have landed this fish. A beautiful silver, and look at that big hook jaw, baby. We have groceries. Okay, 1 down, 5 to go. There we go. And there we go. Another one down. That's a beautiful hen. And I'm gonna keep that fish as well. 4 more to go. We'll give her a quick dispatch. There's one. There's one. Look at how fresh and beautiful this fish is. That's number 5. We just need one more. Well, last one of the evening here, just before dark. It's been a great day, but it's time to head back, get some food, and get dry. For dinner tonight, we're throwing down on some DiGiorno pizza, baby. Welcome to Slap City. Jalapeno and cheese biscuit with jalapeno and cheese. And daylight is just beginning to peek through the rainforest. There's 2 bears here and they're nose to nose. All right, well, I'm gonna start off the morning by throwing some hardware. I have a chartreuse and gold Mepps Flying Sea spinner, and I'm gonna cast this out. And as you can see, there's just an absurd amount of fish jumping this morning. Let's get them. There's one. Fish on, baby. On the spinner. There we go. There we go. First one of the morning. Beauty. I already went swimming once this morning. I tripped on these logs and went all the way underwater. But hey, we have our first fish of the trip, and it wouldn't be a salmon fishing trip if you didn't get wet. Well, it didn't take long this morning, and we have our first fish of the day on the Flying Sea spinner, baby. It is just amazing how many fish are jumping out here this morning. It appears there's even more than what there was yesterday. The recent rains we've been having have just bringing in fresh fish every single day on every tide. All right, let's go back for another one. There's one. Oh my gosh. That fish crushed it. That fish crushed it. He absolutely smashed it like 10 feet in front of me. All right, there we go. Number 2 down. Another one on the Flying Sea, baby. We'll see if we can get a limit on the spinners this morning, eh? I'll rip out a gill to bleed him out, and we'll catch another one. All right, 2 down, 4 to go. There we go. That fish. Oh my gosh. There's one.
Well, it's been just an absolute beatdown this morning. I've kept 4 and let a few go on the spinners, and now I'm gonna switch to a float and drift a bead and see if I can pick off 1 more chromer. Then that will give me 5 fish, and I'll still be able to keep 1 more today, but it's early in the day yet, so we'll have time to go check out some other rivers before the heavy rain starts. There's 1. There we go. On the float, baby. Here we go. On the bead. Oh yeah. Well, that didn't take long on a bead, and I have my 5th fish that I will keep. And now we're headed to the next river. If I don't lose them.
Sweating.
The trek begins.
Wow, these waterfalls are absolutely amazing. Look at this cave here. The river comes out at the bottom of this rock formation, and who knows where it comes from. Well, our last night here on Prince of Wales, and what a great day it was. We got to hammer on some fish this morning and then fished 3 or 4 different rivers this afternoon, but just didn't find a whole lot of action. It seems like the run has already came and gone throughout most of the tributaries in this area. But now the work begins. We have to try to dry out all of our equipment, pack everything up, clean up our place to stay, and we plan to leave by 5 a.m. tomorrow and head back to catch a ferry to catch a can. The adventure will continue in the morning. We'll see you guys bright and early. Well, it's just past 4 a.m. We're all packed up, ready to leave, and it's time to start making our way back to Michigan. Well, it's an early morning, and I tell you what, after the last few days, we're all absolutely exhausted. But we're at the fish processing center. We're gonna go pick up our fish, then we'll head to the ferry. And there goes our rental car, heading back home. It's a sad day.
There are life preservers located in the marked cabinets under the forward windows.
Well, as we enter the open waters of the Pacific Ocean, there are all kinds of whales surfacing, and the scenery is just absolutely stunning.
big whale just came up right here. Well, we made it back here to Ketchikan. We're gonna spend the afternoon just hanging around and checking out the town, and then board our plane and head back to Michigan. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to go down below here and hit subscribe and like as well. I really appreciate the support, and we'll see you in the next adventure. Here we go. A toast to Prince of Wales. One last rain shower. Until next time, Alaska.